angels and devils, Amanda Christina here with phase 1, or maybe only side 1. It just depends on how well the glue dries on this. Craft glue is a little too messy and I find glossy accents the best. However, this is a little bit of a slippery sucker, so I've got my wire cutters because I had to start this video again because I didn't have my wire cutters, which is kind of funny. I also pulled out a container with watch parts and the rest is all ideology, cogs, gears and game pieces. I also found something really cute in my ideology which would just be perfect for this, which is perfect. I'm just going to put, I've got like a clockwork robot mechanism that I think I want to put on his back at the, but as I said, things need to dry. Let's see if we can get this to stick this time. First attempt I've deleted because I don't know how to stitch everything together and I needed to get wire cutters. So first things first, we're going to pop, oh, that's actually working a bit better now. Okay, so maybe it needs to be primed with a little bit of itself. So what I do with the wire cutters is I'm trying to make sure I keep everything in frame so that you can actually see what's going on. Is with the wire cutters, I cut off the end of the charms. If they'll cut off. Okay, hang on. Usually, there we go. That's one done. Where's the other one? So basically, I don't know where that went then. Just be careful when you're using wire cutters. It can be a little tricky, and we're just going to aim it downwards, I think. Okay, this one's taking a bit longer. This is what happens when I've had no sleep, is that I basically am not very strong. So what we're doing is we're building up a heap of sort of steampunk, floral, just a whole lot of different sort of embellishments around. We're just starting with one side because this has to dry before I can actually add, like, I don't want to pick it up and have everything fall off is the bottom line. So we'll just start in one place and then we'll do another place. So basically we're just sort of making this cog fly, and we're going to add a flower over one side over here, and we'll just pop the wire cutters down over there. And I'm just looking, there's a reason I kind of wanted some of these roses, so I'm just going to pull some of the stemmy bits out. I mean, if you wanted to, you can use the stem bits to wrap around it. Okay, I think we're going to just use the wire cutters because that is a bit hard to, I'm trying to basically pull the flowers off, and they're just, these ones are extremely well attached, which doesn't always happen. Usually they are not quite so well attached, but I definitely need to buy some more paper roses. I really thought I had a much better collection and I had a lot more smaller ones. So I'm just going to basically, like when you do when you've been jilted and you want to send someone a bad gift, or when someone wants to be mean to you and they send you all the flowers with the heads cut off, we're basically cutting all the heads off the stem. I'm sorry. But I promise there is method to the madness. There always is method to my madness, especially with crafting. Now, what I also do is I pull the green leaves off where I can. And the reason I pull the green leaves off is because when you're painting this, the green needs more gesso. And honestly, I am not a huge fan of the green leaves they put at the bottom of the paper roses. I just think they look a bit nicer without it. Also, it depends on my mood. It really does. I can't say that they definitely look better, but for me at the moment, for what I'm doing, they will look much better without the green on them. And I should be doing this on camera instead of off camera. I am hopeless at doing crafting tutorials as yet. One day I'll have a setup where I can do this much easier, and it won't be such a hard thing for me to work out where to put things on camera. So basically all I'm doing is taking that and going pop, taking that and going pop, taking that and going pop, and that was the last one. So we have this little pile of green leaves, which I'm just going to move out of the way. We also have some rosebuds, which I'm going to pull a few out of. I don't want as many of those at the moment. Unfortunately, I can't remember what these flowers were, but I only found one, and I really like those when they're gessoed. So the stem came off that one rather easily. So we'll see if the stem comes off these easily. Yep. So basically, if you can, you just literally pull them off the stem, is what I usually do. Just gently pop the stems over there. And I don't know if I'm going to use any of the death flower, what is it? Something lily. I can't remember. I'm not a fan. I bought those because I was supposed to be doing wedding bears for someone, and then they cancelled the order. So yeah. Note to anyone when you're taking orders for anything, always take a non-refundable materials deposit, because you're always going to be out of pocket for materials. I don't think that flower is working, so we shall replace it with one of these roses. Oh, I know what I should have looked for, and I may do that in a bit, is I have loads of embellishments. I don't know if you can see if I move this. If you can see. No. Okay. You can't see where I was trying to aim at, but basically I have a row of folders that are all Craftmates, and they all have different embellishments in them, and I actually have some metal roses which are really good with this gesso technique. It works really, really well with the gesso technique. Okay, so they actually look really good once they've been gessoed, which I would not have thought. I would have thought, because they do lose a little bit of shape, but they do look really good. So we're just going to pop that in a little cluster. And then I'm going to open a couple of things on this, which is namely the watch parts and all the different cogs and gear things that I've got. Like there's a nice layered cog there, which I may lay. Actually, let me have a look. Oh, I think the silver one would work better. Okay, so there's lots of just different pieces. You're going to see me reach in and pull them out. I'll try and show you as I go. It's not always that easy for me. I apologise. At the moment, I am just putting a very small amount of, you don't even really need to push the bottle that hard to get it out. Just a very small amount of glossy accents. And then I am popping that embellishment and holding it for a minute until it doesn't want to run away anymore, basically. So it is going to be above that one. I've not done this before. I don't think I realised the glue would take so long to set. I think what I've realised is that you kind of need a layer of glue. For metal embellishments, you kind of need a layer of glue already there that has dried, and then to stick it on that, because it seems to stick better. You don't always factor in the curve and things like that when you're doing things. This is a new experience for me doing something like this. So yeah, there is that factor as well, which is that this is a very new thing for me to be doing. We're going to clip some of these gypsilia flowers, which are these little, I don't know if you can see them very well. Let me see if the camera will. That's a little better. See, they've got the sort of fluffy bits. I think that's what I'd call them. It's not a technical term, but I just call them fluffy bits. So what I was going to do was just nestle one or two of these. And I'm also putting a little bit of glue around the outside so it nestles into the little flower thing. And I think I'm just going to have that little one up the top. And I'm going to add some little steampunk elements now from the watch parts. And I really love watch parts. There's something I haven't looked out for a while, because I lucked out and got quite a big amount. I have a whole lot of big watch parts and stuff, and I bought a watch repair kit to see if I could take them apart, and unfortunately it's not something I can do. I'm not strong enough, basically. It is hard work taking watches apart. That's something I've learnt. That is something I've definitely learnt, that it is very hard work trying to take a watch apart. So basically, every time I pick up an embellishment, I'm just taking my glossy and just running it over the embellishment. I'm going to pop this one in the center here, and then I had, somewhere over here, I could use the spinners, but the Tim Holtz spinners are a bit more expensive than these little watch things that I picked up those off eBay. Watch hands, that's what they're called. Clock hands. So what I'm going to do is stick one of those in the, doesn't really matter what time it is. What time is it? Time of our lives. It's our vacation. Time is it? Summertime. School's out. Scream and shout. Yeah, I'm a child. So basically I'm just picking up little bits and going, where would I like to pop that one? And where do I think it'll look good? And with the watch parts, this is a very tedious process. I'm so sorry. This is just the start of what I'll be doing. Like, I'll be doing this all around. I think I'll just do this one video to show you what I'm doing and how, because it is going to be super long. Oh, yeah, it is a super, super long process. It's not something that happens quickly. It is a very sort of slow build up of stuff, and it takes a while to build up what you might want to build up on it, especially when you're going for that really sort of layered steampunk look. Like, this is what we have so far. Like, move him into your, hang on, I'll stand him up. Oh, see, I didn't even realize I was working with him on an angle, but see, that hasn't dried yet. So we've lost the clock face, but that's okay because I can just stick it back on. Yeah, so it's just a matter of letting things dry a bit as well. But the glossy accents is the one thing I have found that works the best to glue metal type things down. And then, as you see, we've got this bit down. Well, and then I go and knock it off again. But that's the start. So I'm going to leave the video there, and I'm going to continue on with this. And what I'll do is I'll do a video later showing you all the outside done before and I'll gesso it. So that'll be the next video, because this is going to take too long and be too tedious for you all to watch. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more crafting videos and crafting process videos, and you don't mind that they are so long, click that like button. Let me know what you think of this so far, whether you like it, whether you think it's sacrilege to destroy a toy, and leave a comment below letting me know that. If you're not already one of my incredible, amazing, wonderful subscribers, please click the red subscribe button. It would mean the world to me to have you as one of my angels or devils, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye, my angels and devils. I love you all. Have a wonderful day, and if you can, do something creative. Bye.